In the mighty name of Jesus, mighty and everlasting Father, we are here again to do justice to your word. Help us, O Lord, guide us, fill our mouths with your word. Every word that we release, let it accomplish the purpose for which we send it, in the name of Jesus. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Once again, you are welcome to Wisdom Class Talk Show. I am Dr. Paul Uchechukwu. Wisdom is sacred. And to today's talk show, the topic is men versus women. Praise Master Jesus. The topic is, what do men really want? What do men really want? So the women have decided to pitch themselves against the men. And though we have two discussants and so many people in the audience, let me start from my far right hand side. Apostle Chus Donatus, the pastor in charge of Chapel of Mercy. We want to say, Pastor Chus, thank you for being part of the program today. God bless you for joining us. And next to him is Pastor John. Pastor John, thank you for being part of today's program. Praise Master Jesus. Beginning from this gentleman, please just introduce yourself one after the other. Just tell us your name and anything you want us to know about you.
My name is Jeremiah DB.
Jeremiah, thank you for joining us. Yes, next person, Mama G.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
My name is Ada.
Ada.
Nickname Mama G.
Mama G. You are welcome. Yes.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
My name is Odile Fabian.
Fabian, God bless you for being part of today's program. Blessly, you are welcome to Wisdom Class Talk Show.
Praise the Lord. My name is Egwabo Oyechi.
Oniyetu, thank you for joining us.
Praise the Lord. My name is Egwabo Miracle.
Miracle, God bless you for being part of today's program.
And Pastor Philip Okokoyo.
Pastor Philip, God bless you for being part of today's program.
Praise the Lord. My name is Omukoro Elliot.
Elliot, you are welcome to Wisdom Class Talk Show.
Praise the Lord. My name is Modi John.
Modi
John.
Thank you for joining us.
Praise the Lord. My name is Oshimorisi.
Sarah, you are welcome.
Chijoke Chika.
Chijoke, God bless you. Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
I'm Peter Jeremiah by name.
Jeremiah,
Peter.
you are welcome.
My name is Dennis P.
Dennis, God bless you for being part of today's program.
I'm Favor.
Favor, you are welcome. Once again, you are welcome to Wisdom Class Talk Show. The topic once again is, what do men really want? And we have men here to tell us what they want. And we have women here to bombard them with questions. So I want to start from Mama G. Mama G, you have the floor now. You are leading the women. You have the floor now. You can start. I want to hear your question for the men.
Praise the Lord. Like I said earlier, the thing is confusing somehow because mostly these days we see a lady do all her best just to make a man happy, but it seems that the more you are trying, the more everything collapses. Just like you are doing nothing. So that's why I came up with that topic. What do men really want? What do they want? I remember a guy I met about last year, and I was like, what do you really want? What do you like? What kind of woman do you want to spend the rest of your life with? He said, I need a woman with a great veil.
A great what?
Veil. A woman with a great veil. A woman, because as a woman, your verb as a woman, as a lady, determines how your man or people around you, not only your man, respond to you. It's an attractiveness to everything. So I work towards that thing. I'm trying to become a great girl, just as he said, but it doesn't work. I don't really know. That's why I came up with that program. What the men really want in a woman in terms of relationships to marriage. Thank you. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah. Yes, over to the men. We have had Mama G asking, what do men really want? And the man has offered that he wants a woman with verb. I think we need to understand that. If not, you will just be working hard for nothing. You need to understand what it means to be a woman with a vibe. I don't know if any person has something to offer here. Yes, men, over to you. Hallelujah.
Like our sister said, the topic is very critical. But see, just to be straightforward, what men really want is caring, in other words, love. For everything depends, is centered on that love. No matter how a woman is beautiful, no matter how she cares, no matter how she looks, she has to be very caring and very lovable. So I will say, what men want is love.
This is a frank talk show. We must be free to open our minds and speak out. We must not be shy. Tell us frankly what you want. Yes, I can see Pastor Philip.
That women should be submissive. I am not saying that women should be slaves to the men, but I think that a man don't want another mother. He has left his mother and is now married to his wife. So when the wife is trying to be the mother, then you see them having problem with the women. So I think a man wants a woman who is submissive.
Okay.
Just regarding to what you said.
We need to ask the women if they know what it means to submit. Yes, back to the women, because they are not coming forth with questions, so we find it. And that is what the Bible commands. So let the women tell us what it means to submit.
So praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
According to my own understanding, to be submitting, to be able to listen to Him. The listening is not about when He tells you put your hand in your fire, you just put it, place it. Anytime He's saying, just calm down and listen. Even when He's saying nonsense, pick a sense out of that nonsense. Give Him a listening ear. Calm down and listen to Him. That is what I understand about submissive. I don't know you men if it's more than that.
Let more women tell us what they understand, because I don't think it ends by giving listening ear. You can pay good attention, listen to all the rubbish. What you do after is what amounts to.
Bishop means making him feel as if he's a king. He has the authority in the home. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah. Yes. Another person need to add to it. Our discussant can help us now to teach us submission.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Actually, a lot have been said. Men want love, submission, but I will add, if you go to Proverbs 31, it's talking about a virtuous woman. So a woman of virtue, I will add. Men love a woman who has virtue. And what do we mean by virtue? A woman that knows her onions, that knows what ought to be done and when it's supposed to be done. Not just submission. Times will come when your husband will be going, or the man will be going the wrong direction. He said that two heads are better than one. He said when two lie down, they will keep warm. So he needs a woman who can be an advisor, who will always be there when things are going wrong. She will be able to know that things are going the wrong direction and be able to proffer solution. Not just the man all the time you are submitting, even when he's going astray, you submit. You'll be able to convince the man that this thing, we need to go another way around. Hallelujah. So a man looks for a woman who has these virtues, a woman who has respect, who submits, who loves, who knows when to say no. Let us do it this way, and say it not authoritatively but submissively also. So the submission we are talking about here is not that if your husband is doing something wrong, because a woman is said you must submit, you should not be able to convince him that this thing is wrong. You want to submit under every wrong, and no. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah. Okay.
By the special grace of God, I love this topic, and it's a privilege to be among you today. You know, in my own view and contribution, I would say that this topic is so vast. It has a lot to say in it. You know, coming to the way things are in our time now, I think that men really know what they want. And women should not have to equip themselves in order to meet up to the standard of what men want. Amen. The Bible said in the book of Genesis chapter 2 verse 18, it said, the Lord saw that man should not be alone, and he made him a helpmate, a helper. A woman should not be a person that will come into your life to submit. She should be a helper. Hallelujah. She should come to make things colorful. She should come to bring in a beauty into your life. You don't just go and pick somebody because you need a helper. These days, if you discover what is going on, you see that people don't marry you because you are beautiful. People don't look at you because of the way you dress, or because you can speak too much English. When you say this is my wife, they will ask you, what is she doing? Which school did she graduate from? All these things are what you have to help yourself to equip yourself into. In order so that when you come into a man's life, you'll be able to help that man to move forward. You're able to help that man to achieve his dream. These days we don't just marry, but we marry for a purpose. You look at a woman who has a quality that you need to fulfill your vision, a quality that you need to move forward in life. So then not every woman can work with me just because of where I am and where I'm going to. So there are some certain women that has that quality that I need to move on. Now the women that do not have such quality, they are beautiful, they have what I'm looking at, they are good looking, but I can't just go and pick them because they are good looking. But I'm looking forward to fulfill destiny. So a woman that can help me to fulfill destiny is the woman that I want. This is what men really want these days. Men don't just look at you or pick you because you dress very well, or maybe because your hair is so beautiful or that. We have been seeing that. But men are looking forward to something greater than that. Something better than that. So in other words, we are not looking outwardly, but we are looking for what you have. A woman that is packaged. God bless us.
Thank you so much for that contribution. While the ladies are preparing more questions, I want to add also to this topic, because talking about what men want, for me, one thing is paramount: character. A lot of things have been mentioned. Beauty, we might not totally sweep it behind the carpet, because many men are caught by the eyes, but men of destiny want women that will help them fulfill destiny. So many things are there: the beauty, the character, the preparedness of the lady. Very, very important. But for me to approach this question, for any woman, you must decide what you want. Within you, you know what you want. Then mold yourself in the image of what you want. If this is what you want, make sure you are exactly what you want, because like posts attract, we were told. So if you position yourself in the image of what you want, you see that exactly that thing will be attracted to you. A very spiritual woman will be attracted by spiritual men. A spiritual man will want to go for a spiritual woman. So if you want a spiritual man, you position yourself in spirituality depending on what you want. You know what you want. Like terms attract. Sometimes you can see a spiritual man going the other way. Are you definitely something is wrong in such a church, and so that is the kind of thing that can lead to breakdown. Praise Master Jesus. Because if anything goes wrong with your choice, people do it with the mind that, like, if I get married to this person, I will change. I will change the person. If you go in that line, you run into trouble because no man can change any person. No man can change any woman. No woman can change any man. It's only God that can change people. So if you go for somebody that is not what you want, with the aim that, oh, you will bring that person into what you want, you will make a very expensive mistake. So make sure you go after what you want by positioning yourself in the exact image of what you want. I want to give chance for more questions, more comments from the audience, more contributions. So there are so many people here. Tell us what you want. Yes.
I want men also want that women should recognize that they are in to help. If they can do that, I am coming into this man's life to be a helping mate to him. I don't think that there will be a problem. That's the problem we're having today. But most of the women, they don't know that they are coming to help, so they begin to fight. So men want women to know that they are coming to help. Amen. So that's my own contribution. They should have that kind of mindset that I am coming to help. No matter what, my duty is to help. If they can know that, there will be less problems in marriages. I am coming to help. Have that kind of mindset. Men want that kind of women. Hallelujah.
I heard this story that Obama and Michelle were going out one day, and they met a man who was supposed to have got married to Michelle. And Obama reminded her that if you had married this man, this is where you will have ended up. You will not have been the wife of the President of the United States of America. But Michelle said, no, if I had married him, he would have been the president. And what does that mean? She is trying to say, I made you. I made you who you are. That means she has contributed a whole lot into the man's life. So a woman should position herself to be a partner. A partner. When we say submission, it does not mean that you are a lesser partner. You are equal partner, but you are in position to save situation because two captains cannot be in a boat. If that happens, the boat will do what? Capsize. So somebody has to always give in to the other, and the woman is in that position. The man is the visionary. God has made the man to have a vision. So the woman will walk in line with the man's vision. That is what it means to be submissive. I think that Mama Jesus said, let's hear her before I will complete my comments.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
It's a question anyway.
Okay.
A question that involving the sins.
Okay.
Because to what I'm seeing these days and what I'm hearing, I have many as friends. So what I'm hearing, good looking creatures, you understand? So my question now is that is it only the ugly ones that have something to offer in a man?
Okay.
Beautiful ones have nothing.
Okay. You want to help us?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Because all of us are made in the image and likeness of God. Just depend on what you are saying as a man. you can bring up a woman and say, this is the most beautiful girl. And I will tell you, she doesn't have what you know that she's not beautiful. So you can't tell me that a beautiful woman has nothing to offer. Every woman is beautiful. So what we are talking about is you, what men really want in you, even if they are beautiful. Even the men that you get attracted to, they are handsome. You are beautiful, the man is handsome. And I want to tell you, we are not going to eat that. That's between me and you. But that has nothing to add to where we are going to. But what will bring contribution or lift us higher is what we have upstairs. The knowledge that we have together, the understanding that we have that can make us move forward. So every woman is beautiful. And you have to make yourself look good. And me, I can't marry a woman who is not beautiful. Hallelujah. So no man will want to go and be any woman you marry to you, that woman is what? The best woman. So in other words, she is what? Beautiful. So I want to correct that impression. Every woman is what? A woman.
Thank you for that comment. Beauty. When you talk about beauty, it's for the beholder. What is beautiful to A and not beautiful to B. So every woman is beautiful, but beyond physical beauty, we should be talking about the beauty of the heart. Because somebody can have a beautiful face and bad character. No matter how beautiful, if a woman is abusive, for example, in a man's eyes, that beauty is fake. Nobody wants to carry fire and put in his house. Nobody wants to hug a lion. If you are roaring every day, if the man wasn't interested, that is the interest. So beauty goes beyond natural physical beauty. The beauty of the heart is what is the men now look at, because not really every woman is beautiful looking. So if every woman is beautiful looking, people will look beyond beauty of the face and begin to go into the heart. So what does it mean to be beautiful at heart? That is what we should let these young ladies know. What does it mean to be beautiful? I said, don't be abusive, don't be hard, don't be proud. These are some of the virtues that may be lacking in most people. I don't know if we had more things to add.
Amen.
Amen.
Quickly, in line with the discussion we have and the contribution of our sister Mama G, women, what men want from them depends on a particular man. And the beauty we are talking about here, it is that thing that the man looks for in a woman that he found in a particular woman that makes the woman beautiful to that particular man. So if he's not able to find a virtue he's looking for in a particular woman, to that man, that woman is not beautiful enough until he gets a woman that meets the standard of what he's looking for, whether physically beautiful by human description or not. That thing is looking for in that woman. If a man that is looking for a woman that is very harsh, very, very harsh, when he sees a woman that is so beautiful physically and is very soft, the woman is not beautiful enough until he gets the exact type of woman he's looking for. And for a woman, if you are not able to bring yourself to that level that that man is looking for, you run into problems. Then you will not be beautiful in his sight, no matter how you try. Amen. Then lastly, I know some people want to say something. Like our daddy here said, Apostle, a man needs a woman who will be helpful. There is a mistake that I have seen in Christendom. I don't know when it started rolling down. You know, in the morning when a woman stands up and the man is about to go out, I see women hooking their husband and say, you must provide for your home. A man that does not provide for his home is worse than infidel. And they begin to quote scriptures.
And ministers of the gospel will back them up and say it's true. But by my study of the word, I found out that that scripture is not talking about married men and women. That is 1 Timothy chapter 5. If you read there, it's talking about widows. How to take care of widows. It's not talking about marriage. So I begin to wonder where God spoke that women should just be collecting and they will not contribute anything, when he said originally that a woman should be helped, meet a helper. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
So a woman who a man will like is a woman who will be a helper, who will fulfill what is the way I quoted before. That is Proverbs 31. A woman that can provide for her home, that can, and so on. If you read that place, you will see the virtue. God wants a woman not to be idle, to be working, and the man also. Two of them team up and help each other to fulfill their destiny. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah. Yes, your hand has been up since. Let's give you a chance.
Yeah, I want to say that men also, they want a woman that can stand with them in the place of prayer. You see, in the world we are in today, where there are many challenges, many problems around. And if a man is having a wife that is not prayerful, a woman that just sleep and wake up and just support in the place of prayer, that family cannot make progress, the family cannot succeed. So therefore, a man needs a woman that can also stand by him in the place of prayer, so that whenever any challenge comes, any problem comes in life, the two of them can join their hands together and pray. And they told us a married man and a woman, they are supposed to pray always, because as they team up to pray, they are able to prevail over the challenges of life. So as young girls today, a man needs a woman that can support him in the spirit, a woman that can support him in the place of prayer. Whenever he's bored, whenever he's having any challenge, he can meet the wife and tell the wife, this is my challenge. The wife can encourage him and take him, okay, we can pray about this, and there can be solution. And when they pray, there is solution. So therefore, we should make ourselves born again believers, and we should be godly, and we should know what to pray. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah. Thank you for your comment. Let's hear him.
Praise God. Genesis chapter 3 verse 15. To the woman he said, I will surely multiply your pain in childbearing. In pain you shall bring forth children. Your desire shall be for your husband. That is where I want to be. From origin, God has said that the desire of the woman will be unto the man. That the man will rule over the woman. In other words, the woman should look up to the husband for provision. Now, when God initially created both, he said, you shall be a helpmeet. In other words, you're helping that man still remain the same. But you will look up to the man for provision. Now, I want to ask something. I never knew that this was this will be a relationship talk show. I will say that men need many things when it comes to relationship or marriage. Because you might desire, one thing I will try to correct is that to find a virtuous woman these days is very hard. What will make you to hold on to a particular person is, okay, you like this person for this particular thing. This is the reason why you love the person. So every of his error or shortcoming, you will now overlook them. So there should be something that will make the woman to stand out, that will make the man to say, because of this, I'm not going to let this woman go. So I think I don't think we can really see the virtuous woman that is totally complete. Because at times, by experience, I discover that you in the relationship with a person, maybe a man or a woman, the relationship with the person do everything to make you happy, but you're not happy with the person. So you know that there are many things that men need. Me, for instance, I hate a nagging woman. I hate nagging. So there are many things that cannot be mentioned. Today the woman will be wanting, tomorrow she will be another thing. And so there are many things that man needs when it comes to relationship and marriage and contribution.
Thank you for your contribution. Before the next question or comment, I want to chip in this. In the book of Amos, the Bible says, can two walk together except they agree? Agreement anytime, any day requires one mind.
So when a man leaves his father, leaves his mother, and cleaves to the woman, they become one flesh. So the man is out there looking for this woman that will become one with him. So in the relationship, you see the two disagreeing all the time. They are not one mind. It takes one mind for it to work. It takes one mind. And I want to illustrate one mind very clearly to every one of us. And I'm going to use a very negative thing to illustrate it. If you see where 2 or 3 people commit murder, we have seen that 2 or 3 people come together to commit murder. The action is murder, very negative, but there is an agreement between 2 people. Let's kill this person. And this one says yes. They agree. So together, they kill somebody because they have one mind. They are united together in that cause. So they go about carrying out that activity together as one. That is, there's a unity of the mind. I don't know how it comes about, but I want to do this thing. And this person says yes, then you have one mind. But I want to do this one. And the woman says no, I don't like it. If the mind is not one, disagreement comes, and 2 cannot work together. So watch it. When you see yourself disagreeing all the time with somebody, I don't think that person will go ahead and marry you. So because you don't have one mind, they can't work together. So aim at one mind for it to work. One mind. That means your likes are similar, your dislikes are similar. 2 of you just liking the same thing, wanting to go the same place. You know, that is the way it works. One mind, agree. But in a relationship, you see some people are very selfish about it. Every argument they want to win. Every argument you are working very hard to win the argument. It will not work. If you win the first argument, make sure you lose the second one. Share it. In any relationship, don't be working too hard to keep winning all the time. It will not work. So deliberately decide to let some things go for it to be one mind. You must deliberately work towards one mind. And when your heart is so fixed selfishly and no, even if it is something you wanted because he said it, I don't want it again. You really want it to, but she mentioned it, oh, I'm not going there again. So it's no longer one mind. And it does not work. Praise Master Jesus. So these are the little things that spoil the vine. You must watch out for them in every relationship. Praise Master Jesus. Let's begin to be rounding up and prepare your concluding comments.
The question that my sister asked, I feel that the question is not really answered.
Okay.
Like Apostle said, every woman, they are all beautiful.
Okay.
But if you ask a man to pick a lady from this place now, he will be looking at the one that is more beautiful.
Okay.
It is by chance that you see a man marry a woman that maybe the man went to a church and he saw the woman singing. He said, I love this woman. Even though the woman is not really beautiful, say, I will marry this woman because I love woman, the woman who can sing. All women are beautiful, but I've been with men in love. They say, look at this girl, she's not beautiful. Look at this, she's not beautiful. Attractiveness, that's what she's talking about. Amen. So, my sister, to me, being attractive, I will put it, because every woman is beautiful. Being attractive or looking good is not a sin and it's not bad. Amen. It's not bad that God has created you to be, you are very attractive or you are more very, very beautiful. It's not bad. You can have that kind of quality. You can be attractive and still be a good woman. So sometimes you look at people and tell you, this girl, you are very beautiful. You are very beautiful. And that one begins to enter your head. You say your beauty is enough for you to go. It's not enough. Because there are some women, they are very conscious that I'm a very beautiful lady. They look at the mirror, so people are saying you are beautiful, they are happy. Oh, you are beautiful. Everywhere you are beautiful, everywhere you are beautiful. So that one begin to enter their head. So that one alone is not enough. So you have to work on yourself. You have to know what a man wants. So I just feel like I should answer her question.
Okay.
What you just said.
Okay.
It's all about compatibility.
Compatibility.
Yes. They are not, if you guys are not compatible, that will be a lot of effort and troubles every day by day, and just like that. So I also want to ask a question concerning what you just said. Is it possible for someone to be attracted with someone you are not compatible with? For you to be attracted to that person you know you are not compatible with, is it possible?
Attraction is a mystery because we can be attracted to very bad things. Like the flies are attracted to the sheep, even when they are smiling. You can be attracted to anybody. Attraction is just a function of what you see. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So every woman is beautiful. Who Pastor Philip says is beautiful to him might not be beautiful to me. So leave this talk of beauty. And a very ugly man, a woman, can find a man that says this woman is beautiful. Now, attraction. You can be attracted. Attraction is just what you see. You don't know anything about the person. You are attracted to the beauty. Then let me make a comment on compatibility. Personally, I think that any two persons in the world can be compatible if you give your life to Christ and you believe the word of God. Any two persons can be compatible if you submit to the word of God. Incompatibility comes in where you are not giving your life to Christ and you want to live a kind of life that the other person does not like. But you can work on yourself and make up your mind. So any person that is with you can, it's a function of your mind to decide, okay, I want to keep this relationship. Once you make that decision, you make yourself compatible. You make yourself, you build a relationship. There is no home-built relationship, perfect relationship from the womb. Every relationship that works, either one person is making compromise and sacrifice, or both of them are working towards building it. If you don't work to build any relationship, it will never work. So there are things you will do to make it work. The Bible says, for a wise woman builds her home, while a foolish woman does what? Destroy it. What does it mean to build a home? What does it mean to destroy it? Building a home means making things possible. Make things work. Make yourself compatible. Women are made specifically to adapt. That is why you see some women that never danced before. Then they get married to a musician, and you see them, they are attached to his lifestyle. They begin to dance. I've seen women like that and I've been amazed. You are made to adapt to a situation. The man can also adapt, but women are more beautifully molded for adaptability. Of recent, I also begin to discover that even sexual incompatibility does not exist. It does not exist. Any man can satisfy any woman. God made that thing. So all you need to do is to understand sexual functions. Except a man is impotent. That is the only condition that a man cannot satisfy a woman sexually. But if you are trying to satisfy a woman and the woman is never satisfied, something is wrong with either the woman. So you are with the man can actually satisfy you, but probably something has gone wrong and you decide to reject the person. So it doesn't, there is nothing you will do that will satisfy you. It's a function of the mind. That can also change. That can do what? Change. Are you hearing what I'm saying? That can change. You made it so. You made it so. Somebody said that the man has tried to do everything, the woman is not satisfied. The woman made it so. It's not supposed to be so. Satiety does not come from the amount of money that the man gives to the woman, because you can give the woman all that you have and the woman can never be satisfied. It's left for the woman to abide by the
word of God. It's only Jesus is the bread of life that gives us satisfaction. No man will ever be satisfied with the things of the world. So when you are talking about satisfaction, it is a function of your mind, what you want. Praise Master Jesus. Praise Master Jesus. So when you begin to understand the word of God and abide by it, your happiness will not come from the man. It should come from where? From the Lord. Is that not so? Is that not so? And God will help us in Jesus' name.
Hallelujah. So I want to chip in something, and it's like a question, but I want to correct something I've been observing.
Okay.
This is our time when it comes to relationship. No, I discover one thing that is going on these days. When you see a young man going after a lady because of what he or she sees on the lady, maybe not the lady, maybe the lady is running and you are going after her, trying to convince her to accept you, propose her or something. You know, while she is saying no, there is also a lady by your back who is coming after you, telling you that I can help you. A lady who is ready to live with you. A lady who is ready to take your nonsense. A lady who is ready to start from the little where you are to help you to fulfill life. I was listening to Papa Yedeko on one of his messages, and he said, if my wife was looking for a rich man, she wouldn't have married me. You know? And I want to let us understand that for you to live a long life as a man, your wife has a contribution to it. So sometimes we don't just move by what we see or we listen to. Sometimes when God answers our prayer, because of our self-desire, we don't want to humble ourselves to look around and see that what we need is already there with us. You see, a woman, I have a man of God, a friend and a mentor, who, when God sent him to a land to start a ministry, went with his wife, they had nothing. They were sporting with somebody. The wife went as far as selling pure water for them to make a living. The woman understand the man, was ready to follow the man, but today they are very rich. They are very, very rich. So you can see a man who see a woman who is ready to start with you from small, and we are pursuing somebody who is looking for somebody to spend on her when you don't know, when you know you don't have some money, don't know how what you take to take care of this woman, but yet you're moving after her. Or maybe you see that you love her, but she's saying no to you. But there is somebody by your side who is saying yes, who is coming to you, who is ready to live with you, who is ready to take you, who is ready to make you happy. But you are saying no, you are not what I want, but she is what I want. But looking at what you think you want, both of you are not compatible. So the question I want to ask that what does it take to be a helper? What does it take to be a helper? But I think that what it takes to be a helper is to find a woman who can start with you from where you are, because life is a journey. They said the journey of 100 miles begins from where? From a point. Whether you like it or not, there are some girls that cannot humble themselves to your level. There are some girls who are looking forward to a man. Most of them are sisters in the church. They are Christians, they are born again. If you ask them a question, they will back themselves with some scriptures. And this is what the Bible said, this is what the Bible said. But I know that there is always a humble beginning in a man's life. So any man that has to or would want to be great in life must only start from somewhere. And for you to start from somewhere and make it great and make a strong home, you must have to have a woman who is ready to start with you, who is ready to drink garri with you, a woman who is ready to accommodate you when there is no money, a woman who never cry out to her parents when there is no money, who will never show you your nakedness to people outside when things are not there. So my
my advice to our youth these days is for us to look around us. Look around us. Bring down yourself. Humble yourself. There is somebody who will take care of you, who will help you, that is by your side. Somebody shout amen.
Amen.
There is somebody that the Lord has brought to you. Sometimes God has answered our prayer, but yet we are praying. May God help us in Jesus.
Amen. Thank you so much for that contribution. I want to ask the ladies this question because sometimes the problem comes from them. There is a man that will be coming for you, the man that will make you happy. Is there? He is let me use the word. Is pestering you. That you will not look at such a man. Probably maybe because why don't you look? That man is just behind you now. Probably he has followed you to this talk show. But you don't want to see the man. You don't want to look at the man. Because most times we are looking for person that is made already, self-made. We don't know that it's our duty to make our man. That is what Michelle told us she did. It's your duty. The man may be poor, but you will, if you support him, if you help him, if you assist him, if you build him, he will be made tomorrow. I think it will be a better outcome for a lady than to move into a made man, because there you will be treated as a good man. You came to enjoy what you don't know where it came from. It's better for you to look around God's will that is by your side, who you probably think is not enough. I believe that the message is sent, but if we are agitated, I will give us some time to make some comments. Okay, let's hear this lady. Hallelujah.
Well, for me, I don't think all women are actually looking for someone who's already made.
Okay.
Due to the comments and discussion that I've had with my friends, like joking, I will be like, when are you going to get married? And are you not going to get married? They'll be like, no, I'm not going to marry until I make you. So some of them are already made, they've already planned that they want to get married until they make money. So we should always blame the women as people who are always chasing after men that already has money. Not knowing that men themselves already has plans of making money because they can upset.
Thank you. I just want to make a comment on what you said. A man must have a source of income. I want to make money, but that does not mean you want to make it. He should have a source of income. He should be able to at least take care of basic needs. He should have his accommodation. He can feed the woman and the baby that is coming. That is the basic need that they want to have. That is what they are telling you. Because I know that most times maybe you are discussing with students. They want to graduate, have a job, have their home, they marry. Yes, because the women have also made this way. A man is so afraid of keeping a woman in the house and she's asking for 300,000 every month when your salary is less than 150. So the fears are there, but it's not important. But based on what you said, we advise a man to be financially stable before he marries. But we are not talking of the one that will make billions first. That is not the. I think that is what we are referring to. That's not what we are referring to. No. They want to be stable first. Yes, it's a criteria for marriage. It's a criteria for marriage. So when you see a young man that has a future, so long as he has finished his training, he can provide your daily bread, and he has a roof, even if it is rented, it's qualified. That is what we are saying. That is what I believe they are saying. But those ones that want to hit Yahoo first, that's a different case. That's not what we are talking about. Great Master Jesus. Okay.
What she said is true. My ex broke up with me because of that. He called me on everything. They said that please, I don't want this relationship anymore. And I was like, why? He said, I don't want to be wasting your time. I don't have money. let me make money first. I want to make money before settling down. Please just give me time. Just if you see anyone that is ready, can go ahead. I was like, am I complaining? Don't worry, I'll wait for you. Anytime you let me know, I will wait for you. He said, no, I don't want to waste your time. I want to make money before marrying any woman for the sake of respect, all those kind of things. So it's not really our fault. It's not really our fault. It's just the men. That is what the
I don't think that guy is sincere.
That is what not only that guy. Boys of nowadays, that is just what they want. That is
no, I don't think. We don't agree. I will not agree with you.
That is what
no, we don't agree with you. Let's hear the other ladies.
Praise the Lord. I want to make a comment on what Pastor said about pestering. Some guys who are just running after you, they have everything, and you're not looking at them. To me, sometimes when you say a guy pestering you, he has everything, he wants you to be close to him, to even make a relationship with you, to even get married to you. But when you look at him, it's like you are not seeing a future there. It's like everything is blank. You can't even mingle with him. When you even come near you, it's like he's a parasite. He's just inching you. You don't want him close. It's like he's displacing you from who you are. Praise the Lord.
Okay, how do we know that there's a future? A man has a future. I think we need to. Then let's listen to Chika.
What she was saying about that the man not having enough money. The Bible said godliness and contentment is a great gain. And as a result of that, you find out that today, before he gets married, after the bride price, they do traditional marriage. Most people will not cut the celebration to their pocket. They don't really have this discipline. They are not really disciplined enough to be able to man. They want their wedding to be bigger than the other person's own. So as a result of that, the guy is on a kind of be stressed out to show off and all that. So there's always that need for money. You have to make, there's cake for the traditional, and there's cake again for the ladies' night, and there's cake for the real wedding. So the expenses are too much. So as a result of that, there's this need that everybody, they want to get money, but that is not the criteria. That's not really the criteria. Praise God.
Somebody is pestering you. I use the word pestering because to you it is
pestering, because you don't want the person. You think when you look at the person, everything is blank. Now I want us to throw more light, because I don't know how you see a man and you already know his future. How will you determine how that man will end up? And that is where I need help now from all the speakers.
Amen. A lot have been said. Like what you said, the person is like, whenever it's around you, you're uncomfortable. I want to thank God I'm married now. And it took me 19.5 years to get my wife. On my knees, living a virtuous life by the grace of God. So I have encountered a lot of ladies running after me in the university here. At the time, 5 of them wanted to fight inside church, that you are taking his attention from us, and so on and so forth. But I told them, you are beautiful, you are okay, you are fine. I love you because you are an image of God. But you don't have the quality I'm looking for in a woman that will be my wife. You just want to be there to answer name because you know this man has a future. To be there tomorrow to occupy that position. But you lack the qualities. You lack the ability to be in that position. You will mess up that position. It's not for you. So when you see a man or a woman running after you, marriage, I want to let you know, is a thing of the spirit. If your spirits are not in agreement, we are spiritual beings living in a body. And if your spirits are not in agreement, and both of you physically, because of physical things, you come together, that marriage will not be very, very okay. It's like what you are saying is two people going two different directions, joining one vehicle. You are going to Lagos, this one is going to Onitsha. there will be a separation along the way. So first of all, you have to be one in the spirit before any other thing. So what itches you is that your spirits are not in agreement. Physically, there are a lot of things that will attract you, but spiritually you are not one, and you should not be going into such a relationship for lifetime. It will not be good. Hallelujah.
Amen. Thank you for your comment. To help this girl again. Now, you know what you want. You see a man, you know that, oh, this is not it. No problem. No problem. But my advice is that when you see a man and in trying to assess the man, what are the qualities do you look out for before you write up a man? Is the man born again? If the man is born again, I think it's a good quality. God fearing. You are an undergraduate. The man is also an undergraduate or a graduate. It's okay, education. Maybe you are not physically attracted to the person, because that is where you will say the man is black. I want to believe that is what we are referring to. So, but our advice is look beyond physical beauty. We are not telling you that any man that pester you should marry. Look beyond physical beauty. Check out for the virtues, godly virtues, and if they are there, go ahead and try to determine the man's future. You may fail because we are not God. You can marry a poor man today who becomes a rich man tomorrow, but you marry a rich man today who becomes poor tomorrow. Those intricacies are not within your control. But if the man is poor, it should not be a problem. That is what we have said. Because if you actually play your role and build the man like Michelle did, the man should be somebody tomorrow. So those physical things, we are trying to help you to de-emphasize them and hold on to spiritual things. I believe that is the much that these discussions have led us today. Look beyond physical traits. Just like we said, the man agrees that the woman is beautiful, so it's looking beyond physical beauty. The same thing for the woman. Look beyond physical. Look beyond poverty and riches. What are the qualities to hold on to? Spiritual. The man is born again, is God fearing, is a graduate good. Even if a man is not a graduate, but he has skills. He can take care of you. He has skills. He has learned a trade. He has started a business. He can take care of you. If you know what you are doing, if it's education you want, you can send him to school. You build your man. That is what we have said. Build him. Don't expect to see one Mr. Perfect come from the sky. If the one that you choose, it is your duty to build him to perfection. That is what we have said today. Praise Master Jesus. Let's begin to round up with our concluding comment. We'll give everybody the opportunity to give your last concluding comment. So let's start with Pastor John.
Amen.
Amen.
I want to thank God for this talk show. I want to point out this. We say that we should be looking out for spiritual qualities. How? In my marriage, I knew what I was looking for. Like Apostle said, a woman that will help me, I know I have a ministry to fulfill that ministry. And I've been after it, I've been praying, I overlook tradition, culture, what I say, God, any woman you bring, even if it's an harlot I met in a brothel, and God say, although I've kept myself, I didn't mess up myself, to the glory of God, this is your wife. I will walk up to her right there in the very act and say, God said you are my wife, and I will love her. I'm not looking for a virgin. I'm looking for somebody that is ready to stand by me, to help me fulfill destiny, that both of us will make heaven. So, child of God, after 19 and a half years, where they were fighting me physically, I had an encounter. We should be open to the Spirit of God, as I believe we are children of God, all of us. Physically, they were fighting me. And God spoke to me, said, this is your wife. A woman I married today. I say that cannot be, because I know her history. Humanly speaking, physically by what I know, she's not the one. But when I finished arguing with God, God told me, are you true? I say yes. Within 5 minutes, God told me everything I was craving for. Forget that we are born again, we preach. We have a role model in our heart to be like Christ and so on. I say, human being, you have some things inside of you want to be satisfied. You wish this is the way it's supposed to be. That you need a woman that will sleep with you and make your mind blow off. There are some fantasies in your head, and God knows all these things. So you may be looking at somebody, you may not have all those things. God don't want you to look outside. When you marry, you have kept yourself. So when God started telling me those fantasies and those things in my head, which I was looking another way, that this woman is the woman that answered that prayer I've been praying. So I submitted. So we should equally listen to God and look beyond the physical. The beauty of a woman or a man is not just the physical things. And secondly, men hate, I'm in marriage now, a lazy woman, a dirty woman, a woman who is always at loggerhead with them. Even if they are making a mistake, you should know how to talk with wisdom, with respect, with humility. Amen.
Amen.
And two of you can help mold each other. They are a virtuous woman. Any child of God, born again, believer, who is ready to make heaven, is a virtuous woman. But you have to use the Bible to bring those virtues out. And the man who has that mindset. So lastly, you will be a woman who is ready to defend your man. You are not the one that bring her outside. Say both of them were naked and they were not going outside to run their mouth. Even if your man sleeps around and you catch the lady, it is not for you to announce it publicly and drive the man further. You should know it's a responsibility you have to kneel down and pray for that man. It's the ministry God gave you in his life, and ask him that you forgive him. Don't push him away. Let him see you love him and you are praying for him and you hate what is happening to him, not by ranting or fighting him, but by showing him love and accepting him. Though he went astray, he will be broken. That man will repent. Likewise your wife. But by the time you begin to tell them you're supposed to be born again, you are this, you are that, and so on and so forth, and you will not listen to know what push them into what they do, you will lose that person and you have lost your ministry. Your marriage is your first ministry, is the first church. And if you're able to take care of your marriage properly, your family, then your ministry is successful. But when you are failing in your marriage, everything you are doing outside is a failure, it's a wash. That is the standard of God. That a man who will be a deacon, a deaconess, a bishop should have that standard. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Pastor John. You took us to an area I didn't want us to venture into in this discussion, because it is a field that we might not be able to expand properly today. And that is about hearing from God. It is not everybody that have developed that art. And young people that want to marry, I'm very sure they don't know that subject. Here you will hear people say, God has shown me the person. Yes, you are the one. God. You bring God inside. Yes, people do. That is, if you know how to hear from God. But it's not everybody that know how to hear and be sure this is God's will. That's why I've tried to give us simple templates to go about it. If you are born again, you know you are born again. And identifying a man that is born again should not be hard for you. That is the simple template I gave you. If you want to marry an honest man, are you honest? That's the simple template I gave to you to look out for. If you are a spiritual person, you know. When you see a spiritual person, you can identify. So let's use those simple templates to be able to know the person. But it must be God's will. It must be God's will, because if you choose somebody that is not God's will, you'll be in trouble. But if you don't know how to hear from God, apply the simple templates that we are giving you. Now, what I've told us is that sometimes we want to marry the perfect person, but we are not perfect. So what you want, build yourself to that level. You should be able to get what you want. But when you are morally bankrupt and you want to marry the most honest person, it will not work. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So don't write off anybody on that ground. First, assess yourself. What is your level of spirituality? Are you born again? Many of us are not born again. So you can afford to marry any person that is not born again. You understand? You understand? So depending on what you want, build yourself. You can't tell everybody to go and marry a born again person when the person is not born again now. You understand? The person is not born again. You won't advise the person to go and marry born again. And even if you say you are born again, it is not the criteria I use. You are in a relationship, study the person. This person says he is born again. The scripture is very clear. Is this person sincere? Is this person a lover of God? By the time you stay with somebody 6 months, 1 year, you will know all these things. So apply these simple templates in knowing God's will. I hope the point is clear. Praise Master Jesus. Or I've ended up confusing us the more.
What to advise our young ladies of these days are the special grace of God to see beyond physical things. Because I understand there is a better tomorrow awaiting you in the future. So when you see a good looking man, you see that this man has a future. You know, the Bible said that when God created the heavens and earth, He created garden in the eastward and put Adam in charge. In other words, Adam was not idle. Adam was doing something before Eve came. Then maybe he was inspecting the earth, but Adam was busy. Now, when you see a lady that will say, I love this guy, I wish I can marry this guy, but what is but? Because his business is still little. What is but? The but is because he doesn't have a car yet. What is but? The but is because he has never built a house. But they will not tell you that this is the reason. But when you ask them, they will tell you, they will give you some reason. But in their heart, this is the main point. Hallelujah. So I want to let us know this. Any man that must be great in life must surely pass through hard times. Any man that must move forward must surely move from one level to another. I tell people that you can't jump any level to become what you need to be in life. You must surely face whatever you need to face in any level, gradually before you want to. Because when you see that this man has future, maybe you come into this church and see a pastor in this church and see him, he has few members, and this is what he's doing, this is what God called him to do. And he said, let me marry you so that we can move forward. And he said, I can marry you, I love you, I love the way you preach. But you are not seeing his future, but you are looking at his now. I see a girl who said that if I can marry a pastor, I think the pastor should be like Ayo first, before I will humble myself to marry him. Amen. So please, something happened to me some time ago. You know, sometimes when we see what we think we want, we lost our mind. We lost our ears of hearing from God. I met a lady some time ago. Her father was actually a bishop. She was a Christian, but I came to discover that she's a lady that wants something higher than what you I am. You know, this girl, I'm a pastor, then by the grace of God coming up, she told me that she can't marry somebody who doesn't have money. Now I was trying to meet up because of the love I have for her. You know what? Because of this lady, I ignored where God asked me to go to. I wanted to travel abroad. Something can happen to you that will make you take a wrong step outside the mind of God. Don't look at anybody. Don't consider anybody. God did not create you and that person.
because of this lady, I decided to look for visa to travel to abroad. On the process of looking for visa, that when I was trying to look for visa to travel to abroad, crying to God, I want to travel. One day in my vision, I saw 3 angels came into my parlor. And when I asked them, welcome them, they told me that we are the angels that will take you to abroad. I said, I was so happy. One of them touched me, said the time has not come. I was so angry at them. I told them that you should go, that I will do it myself. You know what they did? They stood aside and they were watching me. So when I woke up, the zeal was so much in me that I want to travel. Now opportunities began to come. South Africa came, Sweden came, and now begin to choose. Till a man came, he's a man of God, came and told me that there's a conference in Canada that is going to sponsor me, but he need me to bring 450,000. I don't have 1 naira. I rallied around, people helped me. Even my father, my poor father contributed to it. I gathered that money, give to this man. The day that money got completed to his account, he switched off his phone till today. Till today. You know what happened to me? I nearly died. I lost it all because I thought that hope was not. Now, the funniest thing, I began to pray, say, God, where am I going to? What is going to happen to me? Now, the heavens, God refused to speak for some time. I began to call men of God to pray for me. They were praying. One of my mother in the Lord called me, said, Chooks, I've been praying for you, but I can't hear anything. We now begin to ask for mercy. After about a month or thereabout, God told me, I asked you to go to a particular place you want to travel. He said, if you spend money, 10 million to travel, it will go. But when my time comes, you will not spend money. That made me to move on, pick my book, my Bible, and move up to a land where God sent me. Hallelujah. But I want to tell you, the will of God is the best for you. Don't just ask God, is this what you want from me? It's not what I want. It's not what I'm looking at. Hallelujah. So when you get what God wants for you and humble yourself, He will surely lift you when the time comes. Remember, the Bible said that it's time for everything under the sun. What you eat today, if you eat your bread and eat your cake today, don't expect to have it again tomorrow. So my advice to men is this: for us to humble ourselves and see that already God has given you a woman that is best for you. Because this woman come help you wash your clothes, you don't respect her. You don't respect her. You take her as nothing. You are looking at somebody outside. You don't know her. Don't know her character. Don't know how she's going to treat you. Don't know what the name she's going to call you. But you are pursuing her, spending your money on her. But this person that has humbled herself to love you with all her heart, you know, you wouldn't want to ask God, say, God, is this person the right person? You think that this is a person that God picked to come and wash your shoe, clean your clothes, wash your house, and go just like that. Hallelujah. Please, let's bring God into our life. Humble yourself. God will direct us so that we will not make mistakes. God bless you.
Amen. Let's take 1 or 2 concluding comments from this way as we.
The advice for the men. You know, when a lady says no to you, you shouldn't give up. If truly you love her, you should be going close and find out why she said no to you. Because sometimes it might be the enemy speaking through her. It might be the village ones. So you should keep going and find that if really she's the kind of woman you want to spend your life with. Not that you just say you are better, she say no, and just give up on that. No. You keep going closer to her so that you can find out her reasons and if really she's the one speaking. Thank you.
Thank you for that comment. Yes, let's hear you now.
Praise God.
Hallelujah.
Praise God.
Hallelujah.
God. I think
almost everything has been brushed.
Even in relation with what I wanted to say, I think this relationship of the team is just beyond the 4 words.
And I think purpose is attached to it.
One of the reasons why God has designed some people to meet is as a result of purpose. And in addition to that, I think there was a prophet in the Bible that God instructed to go and get an harlot as a wife and all that. And that's an additional stuff. Then another thing I want to add is this. The scripture said something that we should seek God's kingdom and His righteousness. Every other thing will be what? Added unto us.
I think instead of looking at only one aspect or the aspect of what they really want, I think we should also have our personal relationship with God. And as God begins to build us, we are His children and we have our own specific part in God. So as a result of those specific parts, God have a way of matching us in relation to fulfilling our purpose. Praise God. So therefore, we should look unto God as well and limit our own senses and look up unto God as God begins to build us. Praise God. So therefore, we should not just look at what men want, but God building us into who we are supposed to be. And as God builds us into who we are supposed to be, God will therefore bring in somebody who will fit as a result of who we are, not just what we are looking at outside there in the person, what the person wants, but looking up to God for God to build us to be who we are supposed to be in Him. Praise God.
Thank you so much for that comment. At least you have helped us greatly because of your comment, I can give a summary of knowing God's will as your effort to build your relationship with God. When you make an effort to know God, be close to God, you are walking in line with His will. And naturally, you will also be able to locate a man or a woman who also loves God and is walking towards building his own relationship to God. It is not very hard to recognize. Praise Master Jesus. I think that will help us. So let's take your...
Actually, to the beginning, I just want to say that in a relationship, when the situation comes and they have to make a decision, the woman should only bring up an opinion and not an option. She might bring up something that, though it might be correct, but men at times they might be very stubborn. They can be very stubborn. So they might not really go with what she say, and when they go with what they want, the thing might not work out. So you as a woman should not be nagging and like, Shelly, I told you not to do that, I told you to do this. You should just try to make the man comfortable, even though what he did was wrong, but just try making him happy and
Praise Master Jesus. I don't understand. I don't get you right. Are you saying the woman has no opinion in the marriage?
I said she should give an opinion and not an option.
Give an opinion and not an option. Give an opinion and not an option. By so doing, you are saying if you bring an opinion and it is rejected, you should accept it.
You shouldn't nag.
You must not start a war because the opinion was rejected. It also applies to the man also. It must be vice versa. Everybody is entitled to opinion. But when your opinion is rejected, you don't start a war. So my advice to everybody is that it's not every time you reject somebody's opinion. If you accept one, you refuse one. Next one, accept this to make things work. You understand it now? It also applies to you. Because every time if you bring opinion that is rejected, one day even you that is speaking, you will start a war. Nobody wants to be cheated. So as much as possible, in as much as we know that the man is a visionary, the opinion of the woman is still very, very, very relevant. Our pastor has advised the woman, don't endorse every failure. You see the man and is bringing a failure opinion. You say because you are the main person, you are the woman, you endorse it, two of you will fail. It doesn't work that way. You must use your head also. You must use your head. You are not a partner to failure. You are a partner to success. So if you think you have a superior argument, keep on presenting it. Look for a best way. Don't force it. Don't be slighted. Just keep doing what you know and believe is right, and keep prayerful. I think that is what we have said. God will help us in Jesus' name. We are rounding up here now. I think all hands are done. We are satisfied. Mama G is not satisfied. Okay, let's take a last comment as we round up.
Just an advice to the ladies too. You just have to know his passion, what he's passionate about, and support him and force him to share ideas. You know, some men are very, very stubborn. They will not tell you, even though you cry till tomorrow, but just back it up with prayer. Know what is passionate about. That is just.
We are not ending here yet because two women have said that men are stubborn. As if the men have accepted that they are stubborn. I need a word or two on men's stubbornness.
Amen. Men are not actually stubborn. Hello. The head. God exalted the head above the body for a reason. It is the head that takes all the decisions, and the body will now gather itself together to follow the head. Sometimes the decision the head takes may not be very palatable. The body will suffer with it, will go through it, the head will still be there. So God has given man that role as the head. And you see that the body submits to the head most times. When the head takes a decision, the body follows. The leg, the feet, every part of the body, they follow. And when the body refuses to follow the instruction of the head, there is crisis, and the body will suffer it. So actually men are not stubborn. God created them to be leaders, both physically in the secular and spiritually, to be priests. The number one pastor of a home is the man, and he is also the king of that kingdom. So the word of a king has authority, and they expect the subjects to be submissive, because it is God that exalted that king in that position. So people under the king should be obedient, expected to be obedient. Even when the king is going astray, they will talk to the king with wisdom. If you read the Proverbs 31, I say any born again Christian who wants to make heaven is a virtuous person. Hello? If you study that place, you will see the virtues that a Christian born again sister is expected to pursue, so that you will be able to have a fulfilled married life. Hallelujah.
Amen. Talking about men as stubborn. Well, the way I want us to address that issue, if you meet a stubborn man, your mind is made of, this man is stubborn. What is stubbornness? Can we even define it? What is stubbornness? What is stubbornness, and why do you think men are stubborn? You know, you must look at what stubbornness really is. But what I want to advise the people that made that statement, it is a generalized statement. Men are stubborn. I want to advise us to drop every generalization, and that is where we start making mistakes. I don't go with generalization, because every man is unique and different. Every man cannot be stubborn. But when you are coming into a relationship with that opinion that men are stubborn, so every man you see must be stubborn, so you get it wrong. Give everybody the benefit of doubt. Free your mind of all past experiences. Don't carry what you saw in another relationship into this new one, because you are the one that is creating the stubbornness. Because you believe that every man is stubborn. Is it written in the Bible that men are stubborn? I can't find it in my scripture, so it does not exist. Stop generalizing. Stop bringing experiences of past relationships. Give every person you meet a chance. The way I operate, if I meet you for the first time, I allow you to mess up first. If you come, say, give me this thing, I'm bringing it tomorrow. I give you. Tomorrow you fail. I have built a basis to deal with you. When the next person comes out, I don't say because Pastor John failed me, then every person that is a borrower is a failure. I give you your benefit of that, so bless yourself up. And when they come back, say, I gave you yesterday, you didn't bring, so today I will not give you. Don't stop generalizing. Before you hold on to any statement, go and check your Bible. If it is there, hold on to it. If it is not there, it's not true. Because I also know that women are stubborn. We don't jump so stubborn ones. So let's not generalize. Now you want to speak, we'll give you a chance.
Actually, I believe the problem is not really about men being stubborn. The thing is that as a man, definitely a man is going to have his pride, and as a woman, you're not expected to like kill his pride and his ego. You expect you to even help him kill his pride and encourage him. So, in the aspect of stubbornness, for instance, maybe he has an idea now, and even you are looking at his idea, it doesn't make sense. You will not act like him that, hey, what are you saying? This is bullshit. It doesn't make sense. You do like, do it like this. You make it seem as if it's even his idea, and in the end, you see him doing it, thinking it's own, but it's you, the woman, that even got the idea. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah. You see, where no idea is useless. So it depends on what you make from that idea. That's what we do in wisdom class. I see people that say, let's talk, everybody bring the idea. So people will never bring idea because they say, every time I bring idea, you are rejecting it. If the idea is rejected, that doesn't make the idea useless. There have been so many rejected ideas that another person picked up and made something. So not looking at people as the idea is never good enough. No, don't go with that idea. Remove it from your mind. If somebody is looking at you that your idea is not good, forget that person. Every idea is good. Take that from me. Even if it has been rejected 100 times. So let's not go into such ideas, into relationship, that a woman's idea is not important, it's not good. No, every idea is good. I'm not telling you can't reject ideas, but that doesn't mean it is not good. At this time now, this is the idea I want to follow. The idea is good, but this is the one I want, because you can't pursue two now. So every rejection is not because it is totally bad. And don't allow somebody tell you that your idea is not good. For this time, okay, you have idea, I have idea. We can't pursue the two. You can just swallow your idea, not that it is not good. If the man is telling you every day, idea is not good, that man is not right. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So when it comes to idea, it depends on what you make out of that idea. I have Bible scriptures to support what I'm saying, but time will not permit us. But please, if you are in a relationship that the man thinks that your idea is useless, nothing is useless about you. It's probably the man. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So if you are rejected, please don't get so hot, because you also reject people. Not women reject people. So anytime you are rejected or your idea is rejected, remember that you have also rejected people, and just let things go. God will help us in Jesus' name. Amen. Praise Master Jesus. So we are drawing the curtains on this discussion here. I want to appreciate every one of you. I pray for your relationship. God will give you what you want. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Amen. Amen.